Hi everyone, welcome back to your channel. In today's tutorial, I would like to explain how you can connect ESP32 and push the data to InfluxDB version 3. Previously we discussed about how you can connect ESP32 via MQTT broker and then MQTT broker connect to InfluxDB. But in this session, I want to directly send this data to InfluxDB via API. If you are interested in this topic, stay with me until end and let's get started. So, this is the environment which you can see. It's InfluxDB Explorer that is now already up and running in a Docker container. If you are asking how you can run the InfluxDB Explorer on Docker container, please watch my previous video that explained in details. Then also you have to make sure your InfluxDB is up and running, and also you have created the API, token API from InfluxDB. Then I'm jumping to the coding part of ESP32. And as you can see now, there are some payload like the weather, location, temperature, and humidity, and also timestamp. And there is the response from InfluxDB 204, which means now it successfully sent the data to the InfluxDB. So let me come to the library. First, you would need some library for as a Wi-Fi library, and also you need the HTTP client library for sending the API to the InfluxDB. You would need some library for DHT. Currently I'm using DHT11. You can use DHT22. That's not the big issue. For me, it's just only sending some time series data to InfluxDB. It doesn't matter which sensor is, just only the purpose of this demo. Then you would need to define your Wi-Fi because this ESP32 is using the Wi-Fi, so that's the solution. Yeah, maybe other gateway using GPRS, but ESP32 doesn't support the SIM card. It's just connect with either Bluetooth or it can be connected with the Wi-Fi. So now I'm using the Wi-Fi solution. Second item, as I explained, that username and the password of the Wi-Fi is required, and you need to drop your information over there. Then you would need to define the server. You see here, this is actually the we can say the IP address which you would need to drop it. This endpoint and the port, which is 8181, is completely fixed and you can use it. Although some points may change, like precision, if you want, you can use the nanosecond or the microsecond. For me, I am using the second. It again depends on your timestamp which you are using that. And also that there are some information related to the DB. So my database is MyDB, which is here. You can see here is MyDB. I have defined this database. And again, if you don't know how to create a database, you can watch my the first video about installing the InfluxDB. In details, I have explained how you can create it. So let's get back to the topic. I was writing here as an IP. This IP, currently I'm using my IP address in the network. So you can use the IP config in CMD IP config. Then you will find the one IP for information. And that IP can be dropped here. In case you don't have the static IP. If you have the static IP, that's completely different. You can write the static IP here. But if you don't have it and then you want to try it in your local system, and you are also using the same network, so you can use the same IP address, and that IP address is IPv4. This just only for your information, which now currently I'm using my IP address of the laptop. Then you would need to define your token, which is this token again. It will be created from when you are running your InfluxDB, you can create a token. Again, if you don't know how to create that one, you can watch my previous video. It's related to installation of the InfluxDB version 3, and you can learn how you can create that one. I will drop that link below after this video as well. There is another option, but that is after you installed everything in the configured. So my suggestion is to use that one, because that beginning of the installation can create the token. But in case you already have it and you want to create a new token, you can come to the manage token and create a new token as an admin token. Just give it the name here, and it will create a new token based on, we can say, the admin role. But again, you have to have configure the server, then you can create the token. So which means that you already have a token, you configure this into Explorer, then you can create another token. This is the conditions which you need to take care of them. So let's get back to the coding part. Let's jump from this part of the token. Then you have to define some here is about the DHT sensor, which has some pin. I'm using the pin 4, and also the type of that is, I said, DHT22 and 11, or their library are same, so you shouldn't be worried for that. So here you are defining the type and the pin, and then you would need to define the time zone. This is the one of the information which you have to mention. Okay, I'm in this time zone for using the right time in your location, and also it's required to connect with the NTP server, and then also that synchronize this time stamp to the from NTP server. This one you can find it, search in Google, but there are some I think some website which you can find this time zone. Let me check. There are some website. I can drop this link in below to this video. You can find it. This is the one of the website. You can check your time zone, and then also you will find that DST and others. Okay, let's get back to the coding part, and then here you would need to synchronize your time, and it's totally 50 seconds each. One of them 500 millisecond will take time, and there is the 30 loop, so totally 50 seconds will take time in case there is a problem. If not, each one of them 500 millisecond, then it will synchronize the time with the NTP server. And here, this is the definition of the serial with the baud rate. And this is the baud rate you you need to define it, and after the reading the password and username, it will connect to the Wi-Fi. In case it's not connected, then it will drop with the IP and also will inform that okay, it's not connected. There are some information related to the NTP server. So these are the famous NTP server. You can use other NTP server, but these are the we can say the popular NTP server which I think will be used, and it's fine. And then again, if the Wi-Fi is not connected, it will drop this as a it cannot be connected. And here there are about reading the temperature and humidity, and make it as a float, and then with some delay will drop this information. In case there is a failure, it will mention it cannot read this data from the sensor. And this section is talking about the UTC, which is necessary for InfluxDB. So you would need to define these or convert, we can say, the timestamp into UTC timestamp, and that is required for connecting with InfluxDB. And then this is for converting to this style of the date time, and at the end it will drop the information as a string, as a payload into the system. When you have this payload, then you will send this information through HTTP client, and you already defined the IP address and also the token. So then it will send this information to the InfluxDB, and in case there is the response code, it will give you the response code to know that okay, there is some problem, either is it 204, 401, 404, or 500. What exactly the problem? Yeah, these are the case for the coding part of that. At the end, you will find this information into let's see, you can this information into the InfluxDB, and you can query the data, and you can see here based on the line or bar chart, you can find all this information which now already ingested into InfluxDB. Okay, I think we are now complete for this session, and if you think this video was helpful, please don't forget to like button, and if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you have any question, please drop your question in comments below, or if you think something is required to be explained, or I can make the video about that, definitely please drop that comment or suggestion in comment below. Then I will take into account and make a necessary action on that one. Thank you again, and see you in next one.